I'll tell you a story about a specific camper. His name's Alex. Some of you might know him. He's from Manistee. He actually, over here, Brenda.
Yes.
Yep. Alex, I had him as a camper when he was 11 years old. And we have an event at camp, which is a triathlon. And that's usually for those who are working on their weight management. Typically, campers will lose around 20 pounds in that program. But Alex was great. He was working real hard for the triathlon, and he ended up taking second place the very first year he did it. The next summer, we had an Ask the Doctor session with Dr. Mike, who was up there on the screen, and Alex just told him that his leg hurt. And Dr. Mike came and said, well, usually when people tell me this is what I would do. So he looked at his leg and he found something. He said, oh. And, he didn't say too much right there, but he ended up sending Alex to Marquette, and they took a look at the leg, and he had cancer. And he ended up getting a prosthetic, so he was an amputee. So then he came back to camp the next year. So there's plenty of buddies that they're all in different situations, but he was kind of coping with now the new leg, and he wanted to do the triathlon. So the year before, he took second, did real good, and but he was very determined that he was going to do the race. And he did the race, and he did well. He didn't take second, but he finished. And what camp is kind of all about is you're able to create a community of support, so kind of working up to that race. You have your ups and downs of actually getting to that point. And then during the race, having such a big group of people that can cheer you on, so it turns into a genuine atmosphere because everyone is enthusiastic about you accomplishing the goal. So when Alex crossed the line, which he did, he didn't feel bad that he ended up taking last, but that he finished and everyone was cheering for him. So I think, camp is a therapy camp, but it's more than just doing therapy. It's providing an environment that is very positive for the children. I also wanted to really quickly touch on a few exciting things at camp. We have a new building up, and it's a recreation center building, which is huge for camp because when it rains and it's five days of 50 degrees and raining in UP, it's good to have a big indoor space to get that energy out. So the building started because of a former camper named David Marietti. He was from Michigan, Michigan. He passed at 62. He was a former camper with Down syndrome. When he was born, his parents put aside $5,000 or so and invested it for him for once he got older. Well, once he got older, he stayed with all of his brothers, so he never had to touch that money. And he was very active. There's a news story out there where he tandem biked from California all the way to Atlanta with his brother. So it seemed like a good fit to build a recreation center in his honor. So when he passed, his family came to us and they wanted to build something in his honor. And all 13 surviving siblings took their share of his estate that had grown over the years, and they donated it to us to build this building in his honor. And then one more name to put out there that got the ball rolling on this community project was Pete O. DeVero. He's from Marquette. We went to him asking if he was interested in bidding on building the building. And he said, I got a lot of projects going on right now, so I can't. But how much do you need? He took out his personal checkbook and he wrote a matching price of $150,000 for us.
Wow.
So that got it going. But since then, it's been a community project. Robbins Flooring donated their top quality basketball court